of me making music in real time. What I really want to show to you guys is the creative process and how to input ideas and to really get to build ideas that can use into making a track a little bit later. A lot of people say you don't go enough into details. Like what I want to show you guys is how to be creative, and I think this is the most important. You have to start making track as much as you can to hopefully output one that you will really love, that you want to finish and things like that, guys. So it's episode 289. I'm gonna make some progressive house, 128 BPM. Get a bit of an idea, get a synth, I got some drums laid in already. And basically my main idea for this track is to have multiple layers of bass. I have one, like it's a bass pad that's constant, it's got a bit of oscillation in it. I think it's a very interesting point to start. Then I'm gonna add some plucky bass and maybe even a rolling bass on top and some synth, and I'm gonna build like if you know me, a melodic prog house. I'm gonna call it melodic techno because I don't really like what is melodic techno right now. It's becoming like a big commercial kind of everything. This is melodic techno. Anyway, guys, this is gonna be prog house. It's gonna be rolly. It's gonna be energetic. It will be melodic. And guys, if this is your first time watching, every single episode that I do, I turn into templates for Logic Pro X, Ableton, FL Studio. Yes, guys, I need to make a living, so I sell templates. Check it out at WeMakeDanceMusic.com. In the link below, there's going to be a link to this template. So what you hear right now is the result of this episode, which I finished, so you can hear it. And then you know what I'm going to work on, element by element. I try to explain as much as I can, guys. But of course, if you get the template, you really get to understand and master all the sounds. Let's get started, guys. This is 289. So the main idea, and yes, guys, it's echoing here because I know the room is done, but I definitely need to do a bit more of acoustics on the walls there, here and there. It's a big room, so always confused. So the idea, guy, is this. So basically one synth, and I'm gonna open it for you. I'm gonna start straight away, like go into an automation with it. So I see a lot of people producing music and they don't seem to be using automation, and it's a pity because automations are like essential to making like really things happen in music. I mean, you can use instruments and stuff, but if you use instrument plus automation, you're really getting onto another level. So go here, put it to touch here, open the filter here, and record it at the same time. Then on Logic, you push A, so you go into your automation here, put it to read, and then you look at what we just recorded, cut off. Then I can automate it with different curves. I'm kind of a linear kind of guys. So I don't want to open it too much. I don't want to make it like a big kind of phase thing, like it was like, wow. I just want more variation, so it flows. So it's not always the same thing, it's not constant. Then there's definitely quite a bit of bass in there, of course. So I'm gonna put a sidechain on it right away. I think it's important to control the sounds, make it pumpy. Instrument, take the kick. Fast attack, fast release for me, at least I like it like this. Then we're gonna pump it a little bit more. You can hear it there. See in the graph, I'm not even touching or barely touching the waveform here. But you can really feel the effect of it. So with the little automation and the sidechain, we already have something. So I'm gonna replicate my channel, take this key here, and I'm gonna do a few plucks, I think, in there. Where is an interesting question. So there's different pattern that I use to do kind of prog housey kind of thing. So I'm gonna remove the automation here, alchemy again, and I'm gonna go into like I like to use the very basic kind of settings, the basic program that everybody use, and then turn it into something in the track. There's a reason why, let's say this one, a bit too low. I do like this, not exactly in this form factor, but like this, yeah. definitely a bit of mixing to do. I think this pad here is very loud. So, guys, I've been making music for 20-something years. I do believe I make quite, advanced music technically. Might not be for everyone, but I like to always kind of push the envelope. So this idea with this, I hear this. So, okay, there's definitely something there. So I'm gonna send it to a bus. And this send effect here, I'm gonna put a delay on it. Fairly simple, probably tape delay. I'm gonna send to the tape so you can hear it. With the single. That's what I am looking for. So what I want to do is I want the delay, but I don't want I just want the slap to delay. I don't want, of course, the low end to delay because it's going to take a lot of room in the mix. It's very important. So I'm going to use the EQ, of course, to cut the feedback to have only the top. I can do that here. I could also do it here. I'd rather do it in the EQ. To me, it's always better. Can really go with the feedback, like go a bit mental, make some effect, but it's not the point now. Spread it. Ooh. See, when it's mono, you can go in minus spread, so very mono. Very interesting too. I like the spread here. A bit more feedback. So I think with this type of techniques, I think this is where you can really kind of define your sound, create like a style, create something particular that you can reuse in your track and say, hey, this is a Mika's track, or this is like a Joseph track, or it is like somebody's track. It's important to define by using tricks. Yeah, I like it. I think I'll push it even further. Yeah, I like effects, guys. It's been a long time I use effect. However, I think I didn't master it very well until recently. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a reverb here. Where are the presets of the factory? Just a gated. Oh, I need the dry, sorry. So. Ooh, that's slappy. Listen to this. Interesting with the slap. And I want to be even more a little bit kind of coconut is. I'm gonna take this compressor here, put it after everything, and I'm also gonna sidechain the output of what we just done because I think it could be really cool. Again, fast attack, fast release, 4-1, or you can go harder than 4-1. Threshold. So you can hear the slap. And if you don't really like this effect, now that you applied all the chain to it, you can go, okay, maybe I'm gonna go. You can use that also to create an effect. I guess I like it was. So let's take this node bare without this channel here. Not much there really. And if we want to push it, we can go at the source of this sound and send something a bit more crazy, because if I open this filter here, I'm going to send a lot more to the channel. Could even put some delay on the origin. I like it like that. So that's how I think to exploit an idea to start working on something. So we have this bass layer. You can also, of course, play with the send. So it's just there. What I hear, it could be nice here, like I said, or like it's a bit of a rolly kind of bass line at the top of all this, you know, like kind of an RP rolly kind of bass. So we're gonna keep this, maybe I bring it up here, go into alchemy, drop this delay, go into ARP and put it on. Bring him. Could be cool. Need a bit more of a sequence. I'm gonna bring it all the way through. Could work. Bit of noise there. I'm gonna go in the ARP setting and drop a preset. Let's put it in the mix. Something a bit groovier. It's just a bit heavy. Oh, that's cool, not for this. I just want something randomized. Maybe not. Ramp up. I like that. See where we at. 15 minutes. We got another half an hour, not half an hour. Another 15 minutes for sure to build up this track. And you control A, name region by track, always good. Color them a little bit. Have a sip of coffee. So we have still only one key because we're building up the ideas. It's not the time to do transition, to do changes, it's just to build up the ideas still. I think we're up to a good start. I like the variation between these blocks, this like rolling bass line that's just climbing. And then of course our original here, which I can actually mute for fun. This definitely adds some substance to the track. I'm going to drop it a little bit, just try to mix it a bit better. Now I would definitely like to add a pad in there. There's already a compressor and a send here. Could be fun. I'm not gonna go into pad. I'm gonna go into keys. Something open. Something maybe glassy even. Of course, the effect that I did is still on here. We gotta turn it up for now. harp is on too. No, it isn't. Not feeling that very much. I'm gonna go into pad then, try to drop a I have to say, guys, I love doing those episodes. I'm having so much fun doing this. Definitely cannot say that I'm getting paid by YouTube to do these because YouTube is not very generous, but... Oh yeah, this is getting like quite dark progressive-y, like I love it, so... And guys, if you want to check out my music, I have a problem now because I just changed distributor and most of my music is offline and I have to take the time to put it back, but I don't have time, so it will come. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do another send here. I'm gonna put like a big reverb on there. With my grandiose preset here. I really want this to go like very wide. Now I'm going to take my first kind of bit that I had here, and I would like to have something more subby, something more like another bass layer, but like something really with a massive chunk to it. So I'm gonna go into bass. I'm gonna hopefully take something that will like have some low end to it. That does have some low end. Less grit. It's subby, it doesn't... Nice percent. I mean, this chug to it, I like what it does in the sum of the mix, so I'll keep it. In here now is I would very much like to have an arp. That's a simple chord to hopefully drop an arp. I think I'm gonna be a bit too low to have an arp on there, so I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go arpeggiated. like this, but I don't like the pattern here, so. I can't say I'm very fond of this really. Maybe if I put it an octave lower. Oh no, I don't want this at all. So I think now I'd like to do a bit of a key change. I think I have to do it really with all of the instrument at once, because if not, it will not come very well. Not with this chord though. This, I don't really need to do chord change. Track, name region by track. I don't know if I would go. I'm tempted to go up even more for fun. Select only the one that I need. Edit all of them at the same time here. This harp doesn't work so well in this track for me now. So the G doesn't work very well there. So I will undo it, and I can keep those two keys here. Continue here. Continue to build a little bit more. I think I would like some blocks in the back of this now. send it to that bus you created earlier. I think it should give a pretty trippy effect. Oh yeah. Without? Oh yeah, definitely, yes. Oh, I did press the save button, sorry guys. It's Logic save automatically, but I have this reflex from many years ago where I always had to save manually. It's kind of silly. This key change now is good. Again, this ARP, oof, not sold on this. It was 1987. Computer music, this one. Oh no, in all. Sunset 1977. There's actually an ARP in there. I have to kind of divide it. Oh no, this one's sunrise, not sunset. I'm mixing things up. So if I want just the ARP, maybe a little bit of this in the mix. The key changes make it much more aggressive because I go in E, but I like it. I think, guys, I know what's missing. This would not be an episode of your live electronic music tutorials without me jamming some leads. So we're gonna have to record a lead. I'm gonna put myself a reverb here. The second bus here, I have a big reverb. I'm gonna go into leads. Guys, need a lead or some kind of lead. I think it's a paddy kind of lead. I think I kind of hit two keys at first, which made it quite cool, I would say. velocity a little bit. Almost there, I think. I think this is a nice start for lead. I think I want to tweak it a little bit. I want to go a little bit deeper into the synth here. Look at the source, look at what we have. Try to change it a little bit.
Yeah, I don't want to dig too much into this, guys, but I could really start making some super trippy sounds, but it's not what it's about. The idea is there. I just want to push it a little bit further. I think I'm just gonna use the controls here. Oh, more unison. I like to use this tune here as a modulation. Source, tune, chorus. Send it to sequencer. Send it to just I guess LFO2 here, and then I'm gonna go here into LFO2 with a sync rate, a slow sync rate. And then I'm gonna push it Push it very slightly forward. A bit much. I need very little. Here. See, this is very little modulation. However, it has a very strong effect. I could make it more triangle-y, to have a more steady kind of. I can go a bit crazy too. Okay, not yet. So, I'm gonna give you a rundown of what I am doing because you might be watching that and be, oh my god, what is happening there? So basically, I'm using this LFO to tweak this tune course here. So basically the tuning is the pitch of the oscillator. So I'm using the pitch of the oscillator, I'm using this LFO to vary the pitch of the oscillator, and then I can choose the speed of it. So here. And on top of it I can put a delay on the start of this phase that I'm introducing. I can really make it very slow before it starts. You can also put more attack, defer the attack, but I think I like it to come quite quickly, so there's not really need to put any delay on it. And then drop it to a very low. Two seem to be good. Let's do this without. I think my computer is on fire because I just downloaded a bunch of stuff that's trying to install in the background. So without. Interesting, not quite as good as this. So guys, this is going to be it for episode 289 of Your Live Electronic Music Tutorials. Thanks for watching. If you got a second, smash that like button. Come back often. I make a lot of those videos, guys. And until next time, may the sounds be with you.